State Representative Ann Rivers. Thank you for joining me from our Capitol building in Olympia. In my previous updates, I've talked about the importance of addressing our state's budget shortfall. I've also highlighted how our state must set priorities and fully fund these priorities. I continue to believe that education is our highest priority. Our state constitution calls it our paramount duty, but a recent state Supreme Court decision said we are not meeting this obligation. As a former school teacher, I understand the importance of a quality education for all children. And as a state lawmaker, I want to deliver this promise to our students. I think we can do this through a proposal called Fund Education First, which would require state lawmakers to pass separate K-12 education budget before any other state appropriation. While education is undeniably our #1 state priority, opinions vary on what priorities follow. Beyond education, I believe we must also focus on public safety and helping our most vulnerable. And if we are going to fully fund them with existing revenues, it means we are going to have to reform and reset state government. So what does that mean? When we talk about reforming government, the first question should be, should our state even be handling it? If it's a service that can be found in the yellow pages, then maybe our state shouldn't be doing it. For example, the state printer is a service that could be handled by the private sector at a much lower cost. Next, if our state should be handling a service, how can we be most effective and efficient? Unfortunately, I don't think this is the mindset in Olympia today. Now, this is not to place blame with our frontline state employees. We have dedicated and talented public employees, but some of them are confined to failing bureaucracies that cannot break from the status quo. A prime example is the Puget Sound Partnership. This is a state agency that was created a few years ago to clean up Puget Sound waterways. Since its inception, it has lacked vision, misused funds, and not delivered on its purpose at the expense of taxpayers. This is not the only example, though. We've also seen an off-ramp built in the wrong place on Highway 16, and audits that have found that the state's paid for medical exams that never happened, and cell phones that were never used. We should never look the other way when we see waste in state government, especially in tough budget times. And before the legislature even considers asking taxpayers for more money, we must first get the state's fiscal house in order. We're not there yet. Another problem we have is that state agencies don't always have incentive to do things more efficiently and cost-effectively. In fact, if they do, it could jeopardize future funding levels for programs and services. This is the wrong mindset. It's not how the private sector operates, and it's not how state government should operate. As we move forward with budget solutions this legislative session, the focus can't just be reducing state spending. We need to also find ways to increase state revenue. This doesn't mean raising taxes. It means we need state agencies to work for employers, not against them. Too often we see an adversarial relationship when it comes to our regulatory agencies. Again, this is the wrong mindset, and it hurts our business climate and our employers' ability to grow. Unfortunately, there are too many in Olympia who have lost sight of who pays the bills in state government. Without a private sector, there is no public sector. We need to throw the book at the small number of businesses that are purposely breaking the rules and do all we can to help the others be successful. If state government can help businesses be successful, it will mean more tax collections, more jobs, and fewer people relying on state services. Well, that's all the time I have with you today. As always, I welcome your letters, emails, and calls. My door is always open in Olympia. In closing, I just want to say that it continues to be an honor to serve the communities of the 18th District. I'm State Representative Ann Rivers, and we'll talk again soon.